Hello everyone, this is Eli J. Brown / Eli G. Brony, and welcome to another classic LEGO Bionicle review. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the Bionicle sets that pretty much would start off Bionicle. Pretty much the very first Bionicle sets that anybody ever got. Although I know that there are some people that probably did not start with these guys, if at all, getting these sets at all. Not sure if there are... Well, I know that there are some people that may have some of these sets, but they did not start with these sets. But for me, and for a lot of other people, this was pretty much what started Bionicle for us. These are the original 2001 Matoran sets. Also known as the McToran, since these came out at McDonald's in 2001, and originally the Tohunga, up until the point where LEGO faced a lawsuit against the Maori Language, and they had to change the name to the Matoran. So, regardless, however you call these guys, these are the original Matoran that came out in 2001. Alright, so, I'm gonna be discussing the names of each one. This here is Pookie. He is toy number 1 of the Bionicle McToran series. Number 2 is Onapu, the Matoran. Number 3 is Maku, the Gamatoran. Number 4 is Jala, the Tomatoran, which is kind of ironic how the number 1 McToran in the series is not the Tomatoran, even though the Tomatoran are the de facto leaders of, well, the Matoran in general. Number 5 is Kongu, a Lematoran. And number 6 is Matoro, a Komatoran. Alright, so, all of these characters, well, they pretty much are, well, just lookalikes of one another. Basically, the only difference that you have between these guys would be the mask, the colors, and the printing on the discs. Now, each Matoran in this series had a throwing disc, and I will show you that function real quickly. Oh, and just another thing to point out, I did not include Hafu or Nuparu, and I also did not include any custom McToran. I've decided to make this video be focused only on the original 6, and we'll look over the other McToran that came out when we get there. So, for this video, just the original 6. So the function here is that you move this around, and the disc is supposed to throw, but you know what, let's try it with one that has a better disc. Let's try Pookie. Pookie should work out. Alright, so, and Pookie was the very first of the series that I got. I guess it's obvious because he was toy number 1 during this series. Alright, so, what you do is put the disc into the hand, you move this about. Okay, I guess it doesn't throw as well, but that's their function. That is how they work. And you can put the disc onto their backs, and I discovered that it's because of the design of the back of their heads, where you can just slip it right through. I did not understand how people did that, though, but once I tried it out myself, it made sense. I just thought that they just stuck on the back, you know, like because of the design of the arms and the head. Well, I guess it fits on the back because of the design of the head, but it didn't fit on the way that I expected them to. Now, color-wise, they are all different colors, as with just about any Bionicle set. Pookie is tan and dark orange, Onapu is purple and black, Maku is blue and light blue, Jala is red and yellow, Kongu is lime and teal, and Matoro is white and sand blue. Now, the thing here is that on most of these Matoran, the discs that they have on their backs happen to show the same mask as them themselves. However, there is one exception. Maku, the Gamatoran. Look at their mask. Now look at their disc. Does that look the same to you? No, it does not. That is because that is a cow. Maku is wearing a huna, which is the same mask worn by Turaga the Kama, who is the Turaga of fire. He's the same Turaga that this guy, Jala, came from. So, Maku is the one Matoran in this series to have a completely different mask from her respective Toa, because Toa Gali does not wear this mask. She wears a cow. Although we would later get a Gamatoran that does wear a cow, this being Holly, but we won't get to her until we get to the 2003 Matoran sets. So that's a little while yet. So, pretty much as far as how these guys can work, well, their legs move from side to side. They can't move forwards or anything, they just move from side to side. And the arms also have limited movability too, like you can move them from side to side, and I suppose you could bend them down. Though doing so too much would probably result in them breaking, because that did happen with me a number of times, and I had to get the parts replaced. Now, something that is also notable about these guys is, well, a couple of things. First off, Onupu at the back here, well, I hope you like this character, because after this series, you're never seeing him again. You wanna know why? He is the only McToran in this entire series to not get another set release after this series, because later on, 4 of these guys, Huki, Jala, Kongu, and Mitoro, would become the Toa Inika. Maku and Onupu would not. Maku and Onupu do not become Toa Inika. Holly and Nuparu do. And, well, Maku does get another set release. She gets released in 2003 in a rebuilt form. And Huki, Jala, and Mitoro do too, but they, along with Kongu, also get released as Toa Inika, and subsequently Toa Mari. So pretty much, in this series of sets, we have, well, 4 of these characters. Huki, Maku, Jala, and Mitoro would appear in their rebuilt forms in 2003. Then Huki, Jala, Kongu, and Mitoro would appear as Toa Inika, and then Toa Mari. So what you got here is, well, you have one character that doesn't appear again, you have another character that appears one more time, and then you have 4 characters that later become Toa. One of which dies by 2007. So, sorry little guy, but in 7 years, I'm gonna see you die. I don't want to see you die, but it's gonna happen. Alright, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Though, the next set I am going to be looking at will not be the Rahi, because I already looked over those. Next, I'm going to be looking over the Bow Rock. So I'll see you then.